Deshpande wisdom quotes from Savitri. We are on quote 123,
Yeah.
123.
Yeah.
The snake is there and the worm in the heart of the rose.
Yeah.
Sounds very cryptic.
Yeah.
Expand on this. Yeah.
Cryptic in what sense?
In terms of the snake is there
Yeah.
and the worm in
Yeah.
the heart of the rose.
Yeah. Yeah.
By itself, it doesn't mean anything unless you know before and
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not, I will say, exactly cryptic. Normally, you will say something cryptic in terms of a mental argument. But it's not just a mental argument. This is an occult description. The snake, the worm, the rose, they belong to the occult world. And it is the occult significance or the occult contents of those creatures or those objects which you have to see in this line, you see. Snake, you would say somebody who seduces you, who takes you away from the true path. Worm is something which is going to eat up your vital nature from here, see. They are present there. Rose, which is something very beautiful in you, which is a symbol of aspiration also. So while there is that element of beauty, there are also the aspects of the occult in the nature of snake and the worm. And it is that which constitutes our present existence, particularly of a person who is sort of well-developed person. The snake and the rose and the worm, I mean, they may not really come in the picture, when you are talking of an ordinary person who is not really developed. But when a person has really developed fully in his psychic consciousness, then he starts seeing all these elements, the snake and the worm and the rose. So, in that sense, it is quite appropriate, very apt also, that this is being referred to Savitri, this particular thing, you see. Now, before we proceed further, let me tell you something very interesting from the poetic point of view about this line. The snake is there and the worm in the heart of the rose. All the words are monosyllabic in this line. And this is an unusually long line, normally. Even in the physical length, it is quite long, you see. The snake is there and the worm in the heart of the rose. From the point of view of poetry, you see the first foot is an am, the snake is there, could be taken almost an am. A peric which is leading towards am is there, and a worm in the heart of the rose. Three anapes, short, long, and a worm in the heart of the rose. And each one, you see, the beauty of it is like this one. You ignore the meaning of it, the substance of it, but take the sound units. The snake is there, is a sound unit. The snake is there, is a sound unit by itself. In the worm, and the worm in the heart of the rose. So in the worm is a single compact sound unit. So all these things are sound units. So basically, the meter goes in terms of the rhythmic units of sound. And from that angle, this is a very remarkable kind of a line. From the point of view of poetry, you'll say, from the thing. Now, that is its beauty. And you can then start appreciating how Yama could be so poetic. See, how he could be poetic. But he is, you see. He is a very well educated person. He has learned Pasadi very well, and he is speaking all these things here. Now, he is telling basically to Savitri, look, Savitri, Satyavan was there, you loved him until then. He is dead now, and soon you will forget him, and you will find somebody else, and you will live happily with him, and then you will see that Satyavan is no more at all in your memory also. You would have slipped into some. So when Satyavan lived, then there was, so to say, love. The moment he has died, as if that death has now prompted for your love to come out, but it's not there really. So this is something fallacious in you, and you have to give it up and understand the reality of the things which is present here. Had Satyavan lived, you would have perhaps forgotten love because you become so intimate, so common, it is so usual sort of a thing. The element of love would not have been there at all had he lived. Now that Satyavan is dead, suddenly as if love has awakened in him. You see, that is the nature of human being. Human creature lives like that, you see. When we are all friends, intimate and all that thing, we don't talk of love and intimacy and all that thing. The moment the person is dead, oh, he was a great person and that kind of a thing, we speak of that, you see. So it is that sort of a thing. You forget about that thing and understand the reality of it. And the wise thing for you is go back to your world, find somebody else and live happily with him. This is the kind of an argument he's going to make to Savitri. And that is very interesting also in the sense that it is a sophistry of Yama. And he is using the argument very convincingly. Had Satyavan lived, there would not have been love. Now that he is dead, as if the love has sprung up in you. So that is a sophistry of Yama. So he is a sophist, he is a poet also, you see, at the same time. And the argument is so subtle that one really starts kind of believing in it also. Of course, Savitri will have her own answer to that. But for a common person, it is perfectly logical, perfectly understandable what he's saying. It's true also. So, mother very often calls death. She says, he's a joker. She uses the word joker. He's a joker, you see. And he's really kind of making a joke in that sense, you see. So that is the content, that the snake is there, the seducer is there, you will be drifted to somebody else and you will find love, you will find all those things elsewhere later on in the course of life, and Satyavan will slip off from your life. We will no more there at all, you see.